Alright folks, we're back with some more The Long Dark, and today we've left off, well, pretty much where we left off last episode, in one of the island cabins on Coastal Highway. And for those who are just joining us, we are playing on Stalker Difficulty, and this is day 23, 4 hours and 20 minutes in. So 21 minutes in, there you go. And yeah, we're really over encumbered, just like the way that we were last left off in the last episode. We actually have a lot of different supplies here. Let's see here. Let's see, we got a decent amount of first aid, which is not a bad thing, of course. These are the clothing that we're wearing currently. And we have a lot of food with us. A lot of food. And we have a lot of meat to cook as well. So, this episode, we are going to be burning off some of those supplies before we make our way back to the convenience store. Oh, look, we found some more meat. Wonderful. Right, we haven't actually fully explored this particular cabin yet, in which I suppose we should right now, hey? But yeah, we're going to burn off some of our excess cargo here. We're going to burn off a few days. We might be able to even survive anywhere between half a week to a full week just in this cabin. Now, so I would debated whether or not I should burn off our excess cargo in the convenience store where we've set up base and where we put up a lot of our excess supplies in, but I've also contemplated staying here and burn off some of the extra supplies where we are so over encumbered, and we are probably going to have to drop some goodies in order to make our way to the convenience store at a you know, reasonable walking pace anyways. And yeah, I couldn't really decide in that episode, the last one I mean. So some of you folks, some of you fine viewers out there have chimed in and suggested that maybe we should burn off a few days in this cabin. One of the reasons why I didn't want to burn off days in this cabin is because there's no fireplace, there's no fire pit, there's nowhere secure to kind of set up a fire and all that kind of stuff, right? But some of you guys mentioned we can easily just make a campfire outside the door, and that should be fine. You know, I kind of agree. I mean, we do have a lot of supplies. We can probably be okay even if the wind blows out our fire, just because again we have so much supplies. Being conservative with our supplies at this point, it just seems like hoarding, you know, especially since we are kind of prepping to leave this map. We are on the last few days of Coastal Highway. I'm pretty damn sure now that we've explored all, if not most, of the map's major areas. So that's going to be the plan. Brought to you by viewers like you. We are going to burn off a few days here. We're going to set up a campfire outside the door. We picked up a bunch of extra loot. Now we're moving extremely slow. And the only logical thing to do is to pick up more loot. Right? Anyways, let's see. We got some water here. Let's check the medicine cabin. Nope, nothing there. Now we're going extremely slow. We're going to drop some stuff that we probably don't need, like these boots here and these socks here. Drop. Drop. These are pretty damn heavy. Drop. There we go. We'll keep all of this. I don't know. I'm gonna just drop all of this. I don't really use it. I know we can make tea out of them, and maybe we should, but I'm gonna just drop them for the time being, just to save on a little bit of weight. We have a lot of gear here too. And let's see, we're very warm. We're moderate in all our other stats, which is fine, actually. Alright, so we're moving a little bit better as far as speed is concerned. Alright, I'm pretty sure we just looted this entire cabin now. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Still way over encumbered. We have a fear. Well, I'm not really worried about wood. We can just break down wood in this cabin if we need to, which I think we do. Oh my god, we're so over encumbered. Alright, well, let's slowly crawl our way to the entrance so we can start cooking up some meat. Let's actually drink some water and drink, or not drink some food, eat some food. Because we need an excuse to basically get rid of some weight here. We have a lot of excess cargo here, like a lot. 6.5, over 6.5 kilograms of water itself. That's very, very heavy. Alright, very good. We can probably eat a little tiny bit more even. Yeah, we'll just finish up this rabbit meat as well. There's only 450 calories. Now we're sitting pretty good. Sort of, not really. Oh look, there's a lantern here that we could pick up as well. We're gonna pick it up and then drop the lantern with the lower condition. I think that's the best thing to do right now. Yeah, definitely drop this one here. There we go. Alright, well let's start cooking and burning some days off. That's what we'll be doing this episode, guys. We're gonna be burning some days off and cooking us some din din. Start fire right there. Let's see, what do we have? We should still have our fire striker, which we do. We'll use the lower percentage one. We got a fair amount of tinder plugs, and we only have one reclaimed wood. We probably need to get more back. Okay, we'll get some more reclaimed wood then. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. What can we break down? Can we break down the counters? No, not the picture frames. Probably the table over here. I don't know what's going to happen to the TV, but we're going to break it down anyways and find out, shall we? We'll get 5 pieces of reclaimed wood. That should be good enough for the time being. It'll take an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, well, whatever. We'll do it. We got enough supplies to support it. And darkness. What time is it? 10 hours. Oh, we should probably go to bed, actually. We're getting a little tired. Let's see here. Oh, I just dropped a meat by mistake. Here we go. Actually, yeah, whatever.
I think I can use this.
Lights. What I want to do is pick up the lower percentage lantern and use that. I think that would be the smartest thing to do, since we're probably going to just abandon it anyways. So we'll do that. There we go. Here we go. Equipped. Yeah, if you auto-equip, it automatically selects the best conditioned version of whatever equipment that you're trying to equip. So you gotta actually manually select it from your inventory. Alright. Well, our stats are still doing pretty good. And since we're burning days, we can kind of ignore whether it be daytime or nighttime. But it is a beautiful night here in the Long Dark, hey? So rarely do we go out in the night, and we don't really get an opportunity to check out the sights during this time. It's actually really nice looking, eh? Anyways, let's start that fire. Alright. Let's use our tinder plug and start with... We'll start with this just because of the higher success rates. And we won't use our matches. We're going to try and conserve those. Use our lower percentage fire striker. And no accelerants. I don't think we need it. We got an 89% chance of success. So let's do that. I don't think it's very windy right now, so this is probably a good opportunity to also start the fire. It's something you have to keep in mind when you're trying to do this without a fire barrel or a fireplace or some sort of contained fire area, I guess you can say. Alright, good job. Let's see, let's throw in some reclaimed wood here. Add fuel, that'll give us 32 minutes. Add some more, perfect. Let's turn off our lantern. disposable or not, I still want to conserve some of it anyways. Add fuel. Oh god, I didn't need to do that at all. Oh well. Let's cook some meats. And then we'll eat it. Number nums. Cook this as well. Cook all the meats. Alright, we still got 52 minutes. Cook that as well. Good stuff, good stuff. We'll cook some more fire. That's what we'll cook. Add fuel. There we go. Let's see. We have... look at all this raw meat, guys. We got a little ways to go here. Let's see. Ooh, venison. We'll definitely cook... We'll cook the last piece of wolf meat here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Eat your heart out, Gordon Ramsay. Let's see, we'll add in our piece of reclaimed wood. We're starting to run low on wood now, which is kind of expected. Now we're into the venison, which is great because that's going to feed us with a lot of calories. Venison is exceptional meat. I think trumped only by beer meats, in which I've never... unfortunately, I've never been able to successfully gather, because every single time I try to hunt a beer, as our longtime viewers would know, I end up dead. Bears are really dangerous. They're totally the last boss of the Long Dark, without a doubt. Alright. We only have a few minutes left of our fire. We don't have any reclaimed wood left, so we'll just use up what we got here. We have lots of water, so I'm not worried about boiling water or anything. Alright, good stuff. Let's get back inside. We got no more wood to throw in anyways. Turn on our disposable lantern. There we go. Now we're pretty tired, kind of hungry, very thirsty. So, seeing how we have a whole bunch of fresh meat, let's organize by condition. Some of our stuff is about to go bad, so we should probably use those up first, hey? Good stuff, good stuff. Let's check our stats again. Still a little parched, so we'll drink the other soda as well. It's not the greatest condition. Alright, good, good. I think we're good to go to bed for the time being. And luckily for us, our bed is right next door, right next to us. This is, by the way, some stuff that we're waiting to cure. Because loot, and loot is good. Alright, let's burn off 7 hours. We can probably sustain that. Should be able to anyways. Alright, good stuff. We're really thirsty, a little bit hungry. So, let's eat our dog food here, seeing how it's about to go bad anyways. Open. Please don't get us sick. Pretty please. This game likes to screw with me sometimes. For the new viewers out there, there was an episode where I ate a piece of cooked meat that was at like 80% or higher or something like that. And then I got food poisoning, believe it or not. I couldn't believe it. The game's RNG is brutal sometimes. Alright. Now we're sitting pretty as far as our stats are concerned. So let's break down something else so we can get some more wood. And then we can cook again. I'm not holding the walk button. We're just moving really, really slow because we're really encumbered by a lot of good stuff, right? I'm not willing to just let that good stuff go to waste, and that's kind of why I'm burning off days in this cabin here. So let's head back outside. We can probably put away our lantern now, seeing how it's the day. burned out. I wish I could recycle it, you know. That'd be good, but unfortunately that's not the case. Let's just put it right over our old one here. Throw in a tinder plug. Use our fire striker again, the lower percentage one, thank you. And use our reclaimed wood once again. We had an 89% chance of starting, but we could very well fail. Oh my god, we actually did fail. Oh my, this game likes to screw with me. Alright, please don't fail, you. Alright, we should probably start. Okay, we'll start with these sticks. There we go. There's a better chance of starting, I think, actually. Yeah, 60% chance. Okay, I lied earlier. It wasn't 89% chance at all. Alright, let's try that again. Less failing, more succeeding, please. Okay, thanks. Oh, the suspense. Oh, we failed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This game, man, I'm telling you, it's screwing with my mind. Ooh, can we use the lens, I wonder? I'm not going to use the kerosene. Let's try. Yeah, we might be able to use the lens. It is the daytime. Lower percentage or not, I still want to conserve our fire strikers. They're really, really nice loot. We do have a fair amount of them. This playthrough we got lucky and found like 3 or 4 of them. But still, they're pretty fancy loot. I'd still like to keep them on hand if possible. And each use costs, I think, 2% of its condition, and they're not repairable. So, you know, be conservative with them. It'll save you on matches. Alright, let's throw in some reclaimed wood quickly. There we go. Add another piece. And let's start cooking again. This might not be as exciting as exploring around, but, you know, I think you guys should still see this aspect of the Long Dark as it's very much a part of the game. And it's, in fact, you know, this is a, let's see, add fuel. You know, this is a winning strategy of the game. You guys should see this and all that kind of stuff. This is, again, a part of the game. You guys should experience this with me. I know there's a lot of Long Dark Let's Plays that cut out of this, but I want to show you guys the most natural experience of the game as possible. And since this is a part of the game, I want to show you guys this. And it looks like we're out of meat to cook, which is great, but we still have like an hour of the fire left. So, we'll cook up some coffee, seeing how we have that time left over. Alright, good stuff. Let's just keep cooking them coffees. From what I hear, coffee can bring a very terrible situation, a dying situation that you might find yourself in, back to life, you know, a second chance, if you will, a one-up, you know, so, you know, these things are good to have on hand. So we'll have a few cups of coffees now, which is great. I have no idea where our character is. Are we boiling the same cup of coffee over and over again? Let's find out, actually. Back, let's, oh no, we got multiple cups. Okay, good. Good. We have 8 minutes left. I don't want to add any fuel, because this is just extra frills, if you will. Alright, well, let's boil up another cup, maybe, with the last remaining minutes. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So, let's summarize what we've done today. We've got a lot of cooked meats. We have a lot of supplies. It's time to burn days off. Time to use up some supplies because we are over encumbered. We don't need all this stuff. All that kind of good stuff. Stuff, and more stuff. Anyways, let's eat these peaches. They're 40%. They're kind of about to go bad, so why not? We should be eating the meats, honestly, because they weigh so much. But you know, I don't like good food going to waste either. So there's that as well. dry mouth. We're a little bit thirsty here. So we should probably drink some of our water, I think. We're not doing too bad, actually. Alright, we'll drink some water. We won't drink a lot anyways. It won't take a lot to fill us anyways, I should say. Good. Good. Well, this piece is only giving us 143. So we might as well eat this. I think we only, that's only like a part of the full piece. Alright, time to burn some days. I keep saying that, but we're actually going to do that now. Let's burn off, say, 6 hours. We should be able to reach day 30, just sitting in here for a little while. Alright, so let's see, we'll eat another piece of meat here. Good stuff. We're pretty thirsty. So we'll drink some water here. Great. And let's burn off another 6 hours. And this is how a lot of the quote-unquote top-tier players of the Long Dark can survive hundreds of days. So just burning off days when you're full of good supplies, you know? It's totally legitimate way of playing, of course, especially if you're going for high scores or high records or whatever you want to call it. We're going to eat this candy bar because it's about to go bad. Kind of. Not really, though. 47% is actually still pretty good. Drink a little bit more water. We might actually have to boil up some water half soon, but we'll see. We will burn off some more days. Alright. Now we're just flying through the days. Alright, let's eat some more meat, because we have a lot of it. Nommer noms. Tasty. Our weight is still very over encumbered. Drink some more water. Let's check on our cured items as well, or being cured, I should say. They're at 23%. It's getting there. Let's burn off another 6 hours. And this is essentially how you burn off days. This is generally how it works, you know? Day 24 now. Well, we're not too hungry. A little thirsty, so we'll drink some water. Getting a little low on the liquids now, but that's okay. We still got over 2 liters. We'll worry about it when we're down to our final liter. Burn off another 6 hours. Alright. Now we're getting a little bit peckish, a bit thirsty again. Still very over encumbered. I want to kind of eat all the meats, to be honest, because we still have meat in the cabinets of our home base, the convenience store. So, you know, this is weighing us down significantly too. So there's also that. We probably can drop some of these materials too later on, but we're busy burning off days right now. Let's see, day 25. Burn off another 6 hours. Good stuff, good stuff. Still pretty good on our hunger level, but we need to drink some more. We're definitely going to run out of water before we run out of food. Yeah. Okay, anyways, items. Here we go. And we will drink some more water. Alright, now we're getting down to our final liter very, very shortly. So another sip of water, I think, will put us in a position where we have to boil up some water. I just said water a whole lot in the last 10 seconds. Alright, alright. Let's check on our cureness. 38%. It's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's eat another piece of meat here. 800 calories. That should fill us up pretty decent there. Okay. Another 6 hours, as usual. And let's check on our stats. Thirsty again. Starting to sense a pattern here, hey guys? And yeah, still pretty up there in our food supply. So what does that mean? That means we're gonna sleep for another 6 hours. That's what it means. All right. Thirsty, a little bit hungry. We can probably do a day without food, to be honest. Actually, you know what? Should we drink a soda? I kind of want to keep my sodas if I can. But we're getting pretty low on our water, too. Oh, well, we'll drink some water. Alright, now we're down to our final liter. Less than a final liter. So we have to worry about getting more water. We're going to eat... Let's see here. They're all 800 calories. Do we need 800 calories? Sure. Why not? Alright. Alright, guys. Well, we're going to leave off on day 26. 6 hours in. With, let's bring out our disposable lantern here. Actually, that's not the disposable one. Here we go. Equip. With our things being cured right here. They're actually doing pretty well for curing. They're almost halfway. Some of them are over halfway. It's not the most exciting episode, I must admit, but I think these managing episodes are still valuable for anyone who's actually watching to try and get a feel of how to play the Long Dark. Admittedly, I'm not the best player of the Long Dark. I'll be the first one to admit that. But this is generally how the more food. This is generally how the top tier players of the Long Dark survive as long as they do. Right? This is how they do it. They get a large supply of goods, if you will, of goodies and all that, and then they'll spend a few days indoors cooking meats and burning off days, and that's how people generally reach over hundreds and hundreds of days in the Long Dark, right? And that's what we're kind of going for. We're going to try and reach hundreds and hundreds of days in this playthrough on Stalker Difficulty. That's going to be our goal. And I'm starting to employ this strategy a little bit more, as you can clearly see. For a long time, I have to admit, I resisted this strategy. Not because I thought it was cheating or illegitimate or anything like that, just because I thought it was kind of boring. I like to use my days optimally. I like to head out and explore the surrounding areas, gather the supplies and all that kind of good stuff. But what happens when you're over encumbered with supplies and good stuff on the highest difficulty of the game? And that's the predicament that I found myself in this playthrough. We're doing very, very well for ourselves currently. And in fact, I would even argue that we might be doing a little bit too well. And that is one of the reasons why I've started to employ the burning off days strategy, if you will, right? And it's doing us well. We're reaching we're reaching day 30 very, very quickly doing this. And hopefully we will reach day 30 very, very soon. But anyways, folks, that's the end of this episode. Before the next episode, I'll do some more micromanagement, but I won't do it on camera. I think you guys kind of get a good sense of how it's played out in this episode. So off camera, I'm going to gather the supplies that I have left. I might burn off a few more days off recording, and we'll record when we head back to the convenience. That way you guys can see the more exciting bits, if you will, and all that kind of good stuff. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your view and your support and all that kind of good stuff as usual. And if you enjoyed this episode of The Long Dark, show me some love. Like, share, fave, and comment. And let me know if you use Deep Burning Off in Days strategy. Let me know your longest time surviving. I think some of you guys already have, but for those who haven't mentioned it, I'd love to know how long you folks have survived. Don't be ashamed if it's only a week. That's fine. It's a pretty challenging game when you first jump in. So it's no shame here. Just let me know. I would love to hear about it. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I'll bring you lots more Long Dark and other great video games. And all that kind of good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. Alder shout out.